going on with y'all? It's your boy, Mr. 2000. I just watched this video. Basically, it was saying, asking the question, would this guy date a single? And his answer was no. Now, it was brought up that his mother was a single mother, but his answer was still no. A lot of women felt the way about this. A lot of women were upset about this. I'm going to give my thoughts on it. And I'll be honest with you. Homeboy is absolutely right. I'll even take it a step further and say that nobody in that age bracket and that anybody under 35 shouldn't be dating a single parent. Women shouldn't be dating single, and men shouldn't be dating single mothers. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm 42 years old. See, when you're 35 and up, we kind of don't have a choice. I'm in a relationship now, so it is what it is on that. But when you're my age, you really don't have a choice. You just literally have to roll with the punches. And then at 42, most of the women I know who are single mothers, their kids are either teenagers or grown or out the house. So I'm looking at this from a perspective of me being when I was young. When I was younger, when I was 18, I always dated single mothers. My first child, her mother was a single mother. And I can tell you from experience that it has never worked out. Now, I will say this, and I will reiterate a little bit more in this video later on, that is not always the case. Sometimes there are situations like there is a single mother out there, and there's a man can't come into her life, and he can't be what she needs and be what that child needs, and they come together and they can have a family. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it happen many times. I've seen situations where a father is a single father, and all they need is a woman's touch in the mix, and that's happened, and everything worked out in their favor. But it doesn't happen like that all the time. I'm gonna tell you why. Because the thing is, when you date single mothers, especially single mothers with itty bitty babies, there's still a chance that you got the baby father that comes around. If this is like a first or second child, she probably still has feelings for him. And it's wild because she may like you, she may want to be with you, she might even give you some ass. You in the house playing house, you holding a baby, babysitting the baby, giving her money for diapers and shit like that. But then all of a sudden, this baby daddy come out of nowhere, he wants to have a family. She's like, well, I do want my family, I want my kid to have their father in their life. And then you're just kind of stuck being an asshole. I'm saying you can't discipline the kids because they ain't your kids. I said you really can't be a father. But the thing is, if the father is in that child's life, you're gonna have a tough time establishing yourself as a father figure. And I'm not saying that every man should be able to put his hands on a child, or every woman should be able to put his hands on somebody else's child. But at the same time, there's a level to respect you gotta have, especially if you want me in your life, if you in your kid's life, and you want me to take care of your kids. I don't like whooping kids. I can find other means of punishment. I can take away. I'll turn off the Wi-Fi on your kids. You know what I'm saying? I'll take away the phones. I'll take away the games and dare them to say something. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those, if I was in a relationship with a woman and the father was in her life, me and the father would communicate. You know what I'm saying? If I felt like he was a good communicator, then we would talk. Hey, bro, this is what little man did. This is what your daughter did, blah, blah. And we can agree on something and be like, this is what it is. But a lot of men ain't like that, and a lot of women ain't like that. A lot of women are very vindictive. A lot of men are fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? So if you are in your 20s, from age 18 all the way through, no, don't date nobody single. Don't date no single parents, period. Now, if you get into that lucky spectrum where you find someone who's a wonderful mother, who's a wonderful father, and they just got done dirty or a situation happened, God forbid somebody passed away, go ahead. If it works out, God bless you. But I wouldn't date, because I don't even, like, for real, think about this. Imagine, ladies, imagine you get into a relationship with a guy, and he wants you to be his kid's life. You're in their life. That kid loves you and everything. You love that kid. You come attached to that kid. Then all of a sudden, some bullshit. The mother is in the life, and the mother's making it hell. You're not going to put that much stress into a situation that's not to have. So why should a man do that? I'm not trying to crucify single mothers. You know what I'm saying? But this kind of goes both ways. My thought is for both sides. No woman should date a single parent man. No young woman should really, you know what I'm saying, in this day and age, honestly, I wouldn't be focused on that. You know what I'm saying? We need to get back to us being our careers and building our shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no red pill guy. I'm not no Kevin Samuels guy. I'm 100 with it when it comes to this relationship shit. I've learned from the best. I spent years chasing women, be that guy that, you know, oh, I could be the perfect stepdaddy and shit like that. And it never worked out. It's always a situation that, well, the daddy wants to be this, that. I'm going to tell you a story real quick. One of my partners, he started dating this girl. She had just had a baby. Her baby was maybe 5 months old. The daddy was in jail. He started dating her. She was going through a tough time. Her mama kicked her out the house. She had her own crib and everything. He met her, and like they got together, and he basically took that baby. Mind you, he had no kids. My man was working his little job. He had his little car. He didn't have to impress nobody. He was just living his life. Her, and he started taking all these responsibilities. My man was buying diapers, milk, taking her to doctor's appointments. He was doing everything he had to do for her and this baby. He's the one who impregnated her, right? So, but when the baby was about 1.5, the daddy got out of jail. Daddy came sniffing around, found the mama. My man called me on fire because he came in the house. He had the key to the house. He came in the house. Mama in there smashing the daddy. The daddy pulls a gun on him. The mama was like, no, no, no. And then she, not only did she do that, she played it all. My boy broke up, but they didn't break up. You know what I'm saying? And he was heartbroken because he introduced his baby to his mama. He's like, Mama, I love her. I love this baby. You know, I think this is going to work. And it didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? And then what was crazy about it, the dad ended up not wanting to be with the mama. He just wanted to establish his dominance as the father, and she fell for that bullshit. So I'll tell you another story. My homegirl, you know what I'm saying? My homegirl, she had just broke up with this dude, and she, like, her son and daughter had graduated from high school. I asked her, I said, so you gonna date somebody else? What you gonna do? You know, how you gonna do? She said, I don't want another man with little kids. I refuse to. I don't want a man with kids. I want a man, she said, we grown, we in our 40s. I want a man that I can travel with. He can have grandkids, that's cool. He can have high school kids, that's cool. But I want a man who doesn't have to have that much attention for his kids. His kids have to be self-sufficient. Woman telling me that about a man. So, no, I don't think that any single man in his early 20s, late 20s, or even early 30s should be dating a single woman at all. Like I said, if you get into that spectrum where it's cool, where you find somebody that's cool and it's something that it feels like it's meant to be, or a situation where the other parent is not around at all, jail, abandonment, or death, God forbid, go for it, because those situations do work. I'm not saying they don't work. But, ladies, y'all got to get out your feelings. Because the same mistakes y'all make when you're young, men aren't allowed to make. You know what I'm saying? A woman with a bunch of kids, no marriage, and 1 to 2 or more baby daddies, you're considered independent. You're considered, oh, she's strong. But a man with that same situation, he's considered a hoe. He's considered, he can't keep his dick in his pants. He this, that, and the other. So the consequences aren't the same for each one, for all of us. You know what I'm saying? So it should be straight across the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? That's that green pill shit. That's real shit right there. It should be straight across the board. You know what I'm saying? So if I say a man shouldn't date in his 20s no woman with kids, I say that about with females. If my daughter came to me right now and said, Dad, I met this guy, he has 2 kids, absolutely not. I don't care how nice he is. Where's the mom at? Where's the baby mom at? Is she sniffing around? She's going to be sniffing around. How old are the kids? Under 5, she's still sniffing around. She's somewhere in the vicinity. And that's how it always is. So my response to that is definitely, I feel like anyone in their early 20s to mid to early 30s should not be dating anybody with kids. If I could go back in time, I probably wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of things I would have did. I wouldn't have did. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's my rant. Let's get the comments going. Tell me what you think. Do you think that a man or a woman should date single parents? Let me know. Peace.